Tuesday, and I am here to talk to you today about the importance of integrating Eastern and Western medicine. I will go over how it affects us as a society, different ways that Western medicine might treat something as opposed to Eastern practices, and how we can do that together to have the best patient results. As a healthcare coordinator, licensed esthetician, medical assistant, and nursing student, I myself have experienced and observed the benefits of integrating the styles of medicine. Today, we are fortunate enough to have a broad range of knowledge in many different practices. The dominating methods today are Western and Eastern medicine. For thousands of years, East Asia has sought out and figured out ways to heal and treat the symptoms using traditional herbal remedies passed down from generation to generation, using what they call TCM, which stands for Traditional Chinese Medicine. In the 19th century, advances in science drastically evolved Western medicine into a mainstream quantitative method of treating, meaning assessing the ailment by measurable factors, whereas traditional medicine was based on more qualitative methods, meaning to assess the ailment by the quality and observation of the patient, not so strictly by lab results. In the 1900s, history sequence of events between the West and East, involving human nature, economics, politics, industrialization, religion, set forth the integration of both styles of medicine. Both are very different, but also actually complement each other very nicely. The East, for example, uses TCM, which includes the use of all natural herbs, minerals, and animal compounds. Our bodies will often respond best to organic remedies because it comes from another organic source, as is nature, as opposed to Western practices which use man-made medications that can often cause serious side effects. This leaves foreign toxins throwing the body further out of balance, and in return needing more medication to help treat the side effects. Western medicine, however, is often excellent at treating symptoms and can make the immediate quality of life, significantly better, such as when you take ibuprofen. It immediately helps you with the pain. However, if it's a serious situation or a serious disease, you can't continue taking ibuprofen forever. You need to figure out what's wrong with you. Due to the nature of these drugs and their side effects, long-term use often results in additional problems, such as an ulcer that can happen from taking too much ibuprofen, to give a simple example that we can all relate to. Treating symptoms is not the same as treating the illness itself. When it is monitored appropriately, TCM can often help the body heal itself for good. This can in some cases take a little longer than Western medicines, but do tend to have less side effects, and not only treat but possibly cure the cause of the ailment in the first place. Many practitioners today across the world are choosing to use natural holistic remedies in conjunction with Western practices. For example, hypothetically speaking, if you had a serious acne problem, which we've all had acne, a traditional trained Western doctor might prescribe a strong cream such as benzoyl peroxide, which is rather effective immediately and gives you that relief that we're looking for, but can often dry out the skin if you use it for long periods of time, therefore causing the acne to get worse, which is what we came for in the first place. In addition to the cost of man-made medications, really can often be way more expensive than holistic remedies and practices. A doctor trained in TCM might treat severe acne by analyzing your diet and other ailments you might be experiencing. He might also look to rule out something like a hormone imbalance or overactive sweat glands. Whatever this doctor seems to correlate to the severe acne would be treated with natural supplements that encourage the balance of the excretory system, but also the entire body as a whole. Using both styles of medicine in this case would not only give the immediate relief one seeks with severe acne, but would also be the process of curing it for good, which is inevitably what we would really want to get to in the first place. A cure that is long-lasting and does not make us continue spending money on drugs that are only going to mask the symptoms. But we also want that immediate relief that Western medicine provides for us. This is only an example of both methods working together to accomplish the best treatment for the patient. while taking the time frame the patient has to spend with the doctor, finances, and the quality of life into consideration. This is treating symptoms and the disease together. As a society coming from a time where there needs to be measurable proof for everything and anything that we care to spend our time paying attention to, such as, for example, music billboard charts, or gossip about celebrities, where we have pictures and audio to tell us what we're hearing is the truth, or medical lab results. However, as human beings, we very often don't trust our own instinct. We naturally possess as a survival mechanism. We all have it inside of us. And doctors and patients will often be content with accepting the idea that there is nothing wrong with someone simply because a test doesn't tell us that there is. I have seen this myself, in addition to other people letting me know that this has happened to them when they ignored something that they knew was wrong with them when a doctor told them, there's nothing wrong with you, just due to lab results saying so. Having a smooth transition from primarily using Western methods to regularly integrating TCM has proven to be a very big challenge. There is a clear interest and demand in such a change, though, and the Wall Street Journal reported that alternative remedies brought in $5 billion in 2005, and that went up to $30 billion in revenue in 2011. However, the FDA does not fully regulate natural supplements the way drugs are. In the case that the supplement contains a new ingredient that has not yet been approved after 1994, it has to be reported to the FDA, but that does not mean that it has to even be approved, just reported. This does not go through the process to monitor exactly and how much and what goes into the supplement either. They don't ask or monitor that at all whatsoever. The manufacturer has the ability to decide what is going to go into their supplement and how much of it. This lack of monitoring makes it very hard for doctors and consumers to fully trust the supplements. Integrating Western and Eastern medicine has and could greatly benefit patients and society overall. Having a healthier citizen does not only mean healthier people, it translates into more productive citizens. Productive citizens would generate more money, and translate it into more prosperous society in all aspects that elements may hinder a person. As people, we are now increasingly interested in alternative treatments. This obvious trend of integrating both styles is significantly increasing, and therefore it could be worth striving to make significant changes for, in the way mainstream medicine is practiced today. Thank you so much for listening to me today about the importance of this integration, and have a wonderful evening.